Hello friends, this is Hedda. In this video, I would like to share 5 different types of weekly spread ideas with you. These weekly spreads all use only one page instead of a double page spread like you normally see on Instagram or Pinterest. I think one-page weekly spreads are really great for a variety of reasons, one being that my notebooks can last longer. In this video, I'm using an Artist Loft notebook that I bought the last time I visited the US. It has 249 pages, dot grid, 2-page markers, and it's significantly wider than my Nuna M journal. The paper is a crisp white, exactly how I like it. You may notice the sound and editing in this video is a bit different from normal, and that's because I managed to ruin my laptop screen, so my laptop is currently getting fixed. In the meantime, I'm using my iPad to edit videos, and it's a little bit difficult to get used to. Anyway, on with the video. I tried to use as little stationery as possible to make these spreads to show you that you don't need 10 different pens to make one spread. For this first spread, I'm using one fine liner, one gel pen, one brush pen, and one roll of washi tape. I have split the page into 2 columns, one slim column to the left and a wider column to the right. This wide column I then split into 5 sections, one for each weekday. In the left column, I indicate which month and week of the year it is, and I also include a small calendar. The washi tape is the only color decoration in the spread. This type of spread is great for those who focus on their studies and or work on the weekdays and prefer to keep the weekends separate. In this spread, there is a lot of room for each day, so you can write down tasks and chores and projects and events. And as you'll see, I add a little section for the weekend in the left column later. So this way you have your weekdays to the right and then your weekend is separate because you have the weekend off. I mean, if you are that lucky. And that's it for this spread, and let's move on to the next one. For this spread, I'm using the same fine liner and gel pen as well as a brush pen. This spread has a different type of layout, and instead of drawing horizontal lines, I'm drawing vertical lines to create a section for each day of the week. As you might be able to tell, I'm quite fond of indicating that there are boxes without drawing the complete box, if that makes sense. It just looks really nice in my opinion. For decoration, I'm using my brush pen to letter September on the top, and then I make some sparkles around the page. And you could definitely doodle something in the bottom left corner instead, or put a pretty sticker there. I think that would look even better than what I did here. Even though there are a lot of boxes on this page, I think that because each section is so wide, there is a lot of room to write, and you'll only need one line for each event or task. The next spread is probably the simplest out of these 5. I'm only using a fine liner, a gel pen, and a marker for some color. I'm splitting the page into 7 horizontal sections, and then I'm using the marker to indicate which day of the week each section is for. And then I'm also going to write the date in a smaller font next to the day. This spread is super convenient and easy to make, especially for people who don't have much time or don't want to spend a lot of time setting up their weekly spreads. You can even split up the sections into 2 so that you have maybe events on one side and tasks on the other. This is entirely up to you, and it's one of the reasons why I like the spread so much. I would also recommend adding some small stickers for decoration throughout the week perhaps, either to fill up some white space or just for the pop of color. For the 4th spread, I am using a fine liner, a gel pen, a highlighter, and a roll of washi tape. I use the washi tape as a border on the top and the bottom of the page, and whenever I do this, I make sure the edge of the washi tape aligns with the dots because I think it makes the spread look more put together. This spread will have actual boxes. I always use highlighters before fine liners to avoid any possible smudging. So I indicate the top of each box with the highlighter, and then I use the fine liner to outline each box. I don't think it would look very nice if I made 4 boxes after one another, even though it would have given me like a full-length box for the weekend. But I think this way I have more room to write in the weekdays, and that's what's most important, because usually on the weekends I don't have that many chores and tasks to do. The challenge with layouts with boxes is that you never really know whether or not you are going to fill them up throughout the week. So the next spread I'm going to show you is for those of you who need something a little bit less strict. I'm using a fine liner, 2 highlighters, a gel pen, some washi tape, and also some stickers and ephemera, which basically means just pieces of paper, like post-its for example, and you can also print out pictures. As you can probably tell already, this spread is not as minimalistic as the other ones that I made, but this is just one suggestion for how you can do this, and you definitely don't need this much decoration. But this is what I've been doing for a few months now, and I really like it, so I thought I'd just show it to you again, even though you have probably seen it in my monthly plan with me videos. I've used a pencil to draw a line down the middle of the page, splitting the page into 2 columns. I'm using the highlighter to create a header, and I outline this with the fine liner as well as writing the day and the date. Instead of making all the headers all at once, what I would normally do is make 1 header each day. So I finish up Monday, and then Monday night I make the header for Tuesday, and then I write down the tasks I need to get done, and then Tuesday night I make Wednesday. Basically, it's a version of a running list. And there you have it, 5 weekly spreads that only take up 1 page in your journal. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more bullet journal related content. Thank you so much for watching. Now I will leave you to the final flip through.
When I look at what I've done, now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better. Baby, you don't belong. Your love was cold, heart made of stone. But I'm just fine, I'm gonna shine. I'm alright, I'm celebrating my liberation. Be shaken but not stirred, just a lesson that I've learned. And so it goes, tables turn, you're on your own. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better, better. What I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better.